Okay, so I've seen your analysis. Yeah, so it looks like a good start, absolutely. And I guess from this analysis we see then, can you hear me?
Sorry, I was muted. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, and guess we can see then 0.9 confidence identifies a little bit better the species
Yeah,
than 0.5 because like unexpected species is 24 for 0.5
right.
and 11.8 for 0.9. But anyway, we can do like for all of them. I I mean like everything makes sense. Um yeah, so you can just go through
Yeah,
like
you want me to
oh,
walk you through what I
I
um
mean yes, you can. I mean, but I got the code, I got
yeah, you
the
can
plot, so it's quite clear what we've done. Yes,
yeah.
I like it. Yes,
Mostly to try
absolutely.
and get an understanding of most common species in the area and then activity over time, like when are they being detected over time, like and that was specifically for Humes. Um yeah, at different species at different elevations if we're seeing um you know more of a certain species in certain elevations. And then you saw the pie chart with the how often. And I did it for each confidence level. So for the 5 and the point 0.9 data.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, I mean I don't know what else we should do. This is kind of what I thought, just brainstorming, put together, looking at the data, giving us some patterns maybe about where Humes is like most active um and maybe it'll give us an idea of what species is most common with the Humes, you know what I mean? And to look out for those noises when we are filtering eventually,
Yes.
right?
Yes, absolutely. Uh, I see like another like Western ground warbler.
Yeah,
Um, it's huge, huge number of detections. More like okay, not even twice, 3 times more than Hume's warbler.
right.
I
I
mean, on the both data sets.
I also I don't know if this is, and we don't have to do it this way. I just thought maybe we could. I cleaned the data a little bit, like by removing some of the, so when we have a bird singing for like 9 seconds and it's like back to back, like 0 to 3, 3 to 6, six
Okay.
to three, right? But it's like the same bird. So basically I removed any like repeating um bird sounds, like the lines. I didn't
So
I made a new file called cleaned, I think, confidence data or something. I put it in the data folder if you want to take a look. But basically, like if the same bird is singing for multiple 3 second increments, then I just remove the extra ones because that's the same bird singing, right? Because it's a continuous sound. Unless you think we should keep that data, then we don't have to do it that way. I put it in a separate Excel file anyway. I
okay,
didn't know
so
if that was relevant or if that would be removing any redundancy.
okay, so when we remove that repeated sound, what is the target? What is the purpose of it?
Uh, because then it's gonna make it seem like there are more birds in that area than there are. You know what I mean? Because if we're counting, 3 sounds of a Hume's warbler in that area, it's the same. Like I just feel like it would skew the count a little bit because But I guess in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter if the count is that different because I don't know if that's what we're really measuring. Like in the long run, because this is going to be more focused on the call and the buzz. But I was just thinking about it from like a speech because we were doing species count and how often things are seen in certain areas, and if it's the same bird singing for 8 seconds straight, I don't want it to seem like there's 4 birds singing for 8 seconds, or 4 birds, 4 different birds.
Yes. 1 second. It makes sense if you count in the number of species. I'm just trying to think like, do we need to know the length of the song, like of the call? Like let's say like, uh, if I don't know, I'm just because I haven't started the analysis yet. So just as you've seen, like I've just merged the data, so
Mhm.
I adapt the habitant, like see like who's in the list or not, and that's it. So I didn't start the exploration of the data, and just
Yeah,
mm,
that's fine. I just wanted to let you know I did that. I don't know if that's going to have any significance or not, but I did remove any repeating. And you make a good point too. Like, what if we want to measure, longer sounds, or if we need to record that data? I don't know. But I just thought it might remove some
so in this
immensity.
case, yes, I got it. So like in this case, like what I used to do, like so basically you working with the same data set. And then when you doing some kind of analysis, like okay, counting the number of the species, and in this case, yes, you're right. You try to avoid any redundancy, so you remove like the repeated sounds. So you just clean the data set in your notebook or like any um, environment you're working at, and but you don't really touch the but anyway, it's okay. I mean, it doesn't matter mm, because can this file cleaned can be used for analysis, and kind of uncleaned can be used as well.
Right, right. They're two versions, so it's not like we have to use the clean version. I just
Yeah,
used the first
but
one
yeah,
myself.
but I mean, I love the approach. I love the approach absolutely. Yes. So, yes, I've seen all the scatter charts, like everything. And I'm just thinking like we can do like more of analysis because it looks to me not complete. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
you've done more than I've done of the analysis because I didn't start it yet. But it looks like we need to do like more deeper analysis, like maybe um see the time okay, like maybe also go from by the days, let's say maybe some significance,
Mhm.
maybe just go through the elevation, let's say um we have uh the Hume's activity over time, we got it. Like, and also over time, and we have three type of elevations, like mid, low, and high. And probably it will be also interesting to see like what is the activity on the high elevation, what is the activity on the mid elevation, on the low. Is any
Okay.
difference? I mean,
Yeah.
just kind of like just playing with all these features and
Right.
trying to see like as much data as we can. Uh, that's it. So yes, absolutely, probably, and also we can see like who's who's the who's the singer in the woods. Like like let's
Mhm.
say I mean like that's like when it's not cleaned yet. So like what is like okay the Warbler, let's say like that's it used to sing like for like let's say 10 times over 5 seconds, over 6 seconds, right? So probably it will be also interesting.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
actually a good point. Like, how long is it singing over time, or
yes,
how long is it singing?
Yes, and we can say like let's say like we collect any songs over 3 seconds, right? And we can just okay, we just count it as a total number of the all songs. Actually, not the song, but the calls. Yes, and then probably we can see like what is the average length of the
The
song.
song.
Let's say
Hmm.
for the Humes or for like another birds like Western Crown. So like let's see like what is the difference. Probably it will be interesting. So just playing with the features and trying to figure out like any insights that we don't even know about them.
Yeah, right. I mean, I thought it was interesting how much of the other bird was there, like much more than the Humes, like you said earlier.
Yes,
Another, what was it, warbler? I also wanted to ask, and I feel like for down the road when we're trying to identify by, audio file, I almost wonder how similar those two birds are, like their sound. You know what I mean? Because it could even be like misinterpreting that bird for another. Um,
absolutely. Yes.
uh, so that's like worth looking into, especially like if they're in the same area. I was gonna ask, oh, do you when we're doing, I'm gonna do some more analysis, of course, but should we focus on the varying species, or should we try and pull or like look at more of the Hume specific numbers?
Okay. 1 second, please. Um,
Sure.
I actually have to update a README file, and I have to do the some put down some business problems we're trying to solve. Because I'm just going back to our chat with Pranov
Okay.
where he defined uh what are they looking for. Just 1 second.
Sure.
Okay. So the first one is basically to identify how many species are in the area, and
Hmm.
they want to see all the species that are singing there. That's it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and that probably so we just go through all the birds. We try to see like let's say identify the length of the songs, the number of their calls, right? Like let's say like the uncleaned. That is like for the length and cleaned. We just know okay that bird just like showed up like that many times,
Hmm.
right? So, of course, you were right saying like if it's sound like for 12 seconds, you can't count it as the 4 times. It is
Right.
still one time, like one time show up. Absolutely.
Right. Which is, yeah, that's the bar graph that I have. That's based on the clean data, like how often
Yes.
we hear it, unique detections.
Yes,
Um,
unique detections. Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, but that's a good point. I didn't think about the song length. Um, yeah, I can do that too.
that's why we meet. I mean, that's like, cause like, I mean,
Right.
and that's why I wanted us to run the analysis separately, because like, let's say like, we see the things differently, and we're trying to
Yeah.
solve even like the same problem from different angles, and that's I guess that's the best way to do
Right.
that, and then we can merge our points of view and analysis and see like what we can come out with.
Yeah, totally, totally. So I'm gonna continue with analysis, looking at more stuff. I know you're gonna start that. What else do you think we should start working on?
Basically, I'd say we can spend all like these 2 days before Friday for the analysis only.
Okay.
Maybe
I know
because
because I know you mentioned that our last meeting you wanted to start on trimming the data. Do we still want to do that?
yes, we want to do that. And let me see what I mean. You can also research if you want to what's the best way to trim the data. Um, and it is, but this task, I mean, like we have two tasks, and probably the best way would be to uh, end up with the first task. Like it's okay, like we completed, that's it. So we are not
Right.
going back. But I mean, as we get like more data from front of like for the high elevation, so like we can just like now just update the data, that's it, and run same code on the same data, and we got like the final analysis, the final outcome. But yes,
Right.
just let's finish up with the first task, and
Okay.
probably we can at the same time do the trimming. let me see like what's the best way, because I still believe that yes, like doing in Python through LibreWasa, as Marco told us, or directly straight using NumPy uh, will be the best approach. So I just want to see like what's the best, because we have to figure
Yeah.
out the frequencies, not just
Yeah.
no cutting,
Right,
but the
right. And we can even
frequencies.
just look, just not like anything official, but just to try and like read about either libraries. For trimming the data, we're gonna are we converting the audio file to a spectrogram first, or are we just trimming 3-second increments?
So that's so converting the audio data to spectrograms. That's the uh, next step. So
Okay.
like you trimming the audio data set, and then you've got your let's say um, batches, and then you convert all of them to spectrograms, and you can just do like analysis of all
Okay.
of them.
And trimming
So
is literally just trimming into three
features.
second chunks.
Yes, it's
Okay.
all
Okay. I
about
just want to make sure I
three
understand
seconds.
what. Okay. Okay.
Yes, because we don't assess the computational facilities. I mean, like to do all this um 500 gigabytes.
Right. Right.
That's gonna run like a long time. I mean, we can try to use the pace facilities resources, but do we need it? I mean, maybe not. We can do like some tasks
Right.
in the easier way, so we don't have to go like straight like just like, because it's not the best way to do that. Just we can maybe like elaborate and see like what's the best way.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So let's go with analysis and try to see what's the best way to trim the data. And then on Thursday, we see what we have and what we can present to our computational experts. Yes. And then when we're done with the analysis and like they like see, okay, that's okay. Then we go and build up the model. So like, because it will be, I mean, if we have time and we can, let's say, done with the analysis by tomorrow, which will be perfect. Then we can start to do the trimming and uh, building up the model. But
Hmm.
will we have the time? Will we be that uh, fast?
We'll see.
Yes. Yeah, because I guess everybody of us is a little bit busy.
Okay. Cool. I this is a good plan. I like this moving forward. I'll continue to do more. And then we're gonna meet. Oh, we'll meet again on Thursday, even before our.
Yes, right. We can meet on Thursday, or we can meet up if anything else on Friday, just like half an hour before the meeting. It's also good.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind either. We can message on Slack and see. That's good with me.
absolutely. Okay, perfect then.
Okay, great.
Yeah, hit me up if you need anything. Just
Yeah, yeah, and likewise. Yeah, let me know if you. Sorry about all the confidence, the BirdNet stuff. I cannot believe I didn't check the combined thing. I
it
was
happens.
kicking myself. I was like, I
Trust me.
cannot believe that. I was like, I spent so much time finally, uploading back to back. And yeah, and anyway, yeah, I quickly was like, okay, I'm gonna do it again and hopefully get that uploaded so we can get started. But gosh, it's been a mess. The last week was a mess. But
Yes, and also actually, yes. Back to the analysis. Yeah. So like probably it's a little bit too early. So like we have to do like kind of so yeah, we around the code. Yes, we do like we get in our insights, we get in the charts, but we also have to describe them. Let's say, okay, so like uh, comparing the confidence levels, we see
mhm,
like we got 24% unexpected for zero point 0.5 and 11.8 unexpected species for zero point 0.9 confidence. So we
Mhm.
have to just just write some
Like blurbs about
yeah,
each.
just like
Yeah.
just a little bit, and then we can do like just do it, make it neat, sweet, and nice looking, like like all the sentences. Just like just like some short summaries.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yes,
Yeah, that's a great idea. And I can, yeah, and I'll probably end up just putting it all in like a report type, just with the plots and then some blurb.
absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then we can also submit that with our weekly.
Definitely, that's what we are doing right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's what we have to submit because that's exactly
Yeah.
what we are doing. Yes,
Yeah. Okay, cool. That sounds good.
perfect. Then, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, see you on Thursday.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Bye
Bye.
bye.